What we do here is go back.
Look into a church with a fucking AK-47 and I shoot everybody that I can with the one magazine that's in the AK? And my reason why I did it was because it was funny. That wouldn't stand at all in cool with you. And now, there is a screenshot of him saying that he does have a crush on her. I'm gonna put that on screen so you could read that for yourselves. He didn't say it was... He knew that what she did was wrong. And do you know why he did it? Because he had a very... But Lefty had harassed Dev. Here's a screenshot of Dev.
Hello everybody, welcome back to another video. I was extremely hesitant to making a video on Ghost, but after he attempted to snitch on Doozy to his parents, I felt like he kind of deserved it. Originally, before I was gonna make a video on the Twitter drama that me, him, and Alex got into, but like he told me kind of not to, so I wasn't. But before I actually get into my points about criticizing Ghost, I 100% admit that I lied to him. I lied to him about making a video on him. I said I wasn't going to do it because, like, at the time, it was just way too awkward to be like, oh yeah, I'm gonna make a video on you. So, you know what, this might come off as a backstab because I was a pretty big fan of Ghost, but he deserves to be criticized about some things. So, you know what, let's just do it.
Someone told me love was only...
Ghost is pretty boring, but half of the time he's able to redeem his boring content by actually talking about things that are pretty original. And when he's boring, which is half of the time, he's usually talking about something that has been talked about so much, and he adds basically nothing to the thing that he talks about. And this happens in a lot of his videos, like in his video about family blogging channels, in his video about gotcha kids, in his video about dangerous TikTok trends. Literally everybody knows why all three of those things are bad. He just restates the obvious. And along with those boring videos, he also talks about serious subjects, like when he talked about somebody's death, and he also talked about the shooting in Buffalo. I'm not saying what he did is like bad talking about those two things. I just think it should be handled by people who actually know what they're doing and not a 16-year-old on the internet. And it wasn't like there were countless videos talking about the exact same thing that Ghost said, but a lot better. And it wasn't like there were hundreds of articles also saying the exact same thing that Ghost said. And you know what? I really wouldn't have a problem with Ghost content being boring if in his content he also didn't lie about a lot of the creators he talks about. Which brings me to my next point.
Someone told me love was only...
Along with Ghost having boring content, he also lies a lot about the people he talks about. Like when he lied about Pylo being a doxer in his video on him. Which, looking back, it's kind of hypocritical because now Ghost is the one who is doxing people. But I don't blame Ghost for getting a side of the story wrong because he was never able to ask Pylo his side of the story. But you think after making serious allegations about people and ending up being wrong, maybe he would put a lot more research into making those accusations about people, but no. Another example of this happening is when he lied a lot about Lefty, and how it started was Lefty went to Ghost DMs and he was making jokes saying that like he was defending ClankyBot for being a groomer. So then Lefty DM trolled the person who got groomed, so then Ghost found out, and then he decided to kamikaze him and made the allegations that he was defending ClankyBot for being a groomer and he was also harassing the person who got groomed. So then Lefty responded to Ghost and he debunked a lot of the claims that he made. So then Ghost ended up responding to Lefty, and then they both agreed that they got some things wrong. But there were things that Ghost did to Lefty that were a lot worse, and I'm gonna get into that now.
Someone told me love was only...
Ghost has doxed 2 people and almost 3 people, and one of those people being Lefty. And the reason why he did it was because Lefty said he was gonna hurt himself, so then he decided to dox him and then call his parents to tell them what he was about to do to himself. And I really just don't understand why he would do that, because a lot of people gave him backlash for it, and there are better ways to help someone like that. And because of Ghost snitching on Lefty to his parents, he can't even start like another YouTube channel now without his parents looking at it 24/7 and being so goddamn censoring. And I understand where Lefty comes from because the same thing happened to me. And Lefty, he genuinely wants to come back to commentary if he had the chance, but because of Ghost doing that one thing, he literally can't. But do you want to know what? After after Ghost was able to dox Alex, he almost did it to like 2 other people. He was able to dox somebody named Pogbra, and he also did it to It's a Juicy. And he did it to Pogbra because he saw that like his mental health was kind of bad, so he decided to dox him. And long story short, Pogbra kind of deserved it. I'm gonna have to take Ghost's side on that one because when he doxed him, it ended up that Pogbra was lying about a lot of things. But the 3rd time that he almost doxed somebody, he basically had no reason to do it. Or how all of this like started was a few days ago. It's a Juicy added him to like a group chat, and then like they started like trash talking. So then Ghost said he was gonna do the same thing that like he did to Pogbra and like use doxing tags to call his parents. And his reasoning towards doing that was because he was tired. But luckily after people found out, he decided not to dox Doozy. But the fact that he still was thinking about doing it is super messed up because after he knew what he did to Lefty and basically ruined Lefty and any chance he had of becoming a YouTuber, he was thinking about doing it to Doozy, and he knew the outcome of how bad it would be for Doozy. And now I'm getting into my final point.
Someone told me love was only.
Ghost is boring, a liar, and a doxer, and he keeps repeating the same mistakes over and over again. So I just wanted to like criticize him for that, because if he doesn't get criticized, he's probably gonna turn into the next H3H3. Nobody gave H3H3 any crap whatsoever, and that's why he turned into him now. And that's the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Check link in description for all of my socials. I have a TikTok and a Twitter. And in my description, I link all of the people who helped me make my videos, so I really just want to give an extra shout out to them. Please go follow or subscribe to them, and goodbye.
Yeah! Yeah! Here we go!